we are providing that disciplined leadership mindset. So my friends, be proud, be confident. We are moving on, we are moving forward, and we are moving up. We are moving up. That's the new direction in a simple sentence. And I say that because I live it. I'm there, I see it. I go around the country and I listen to young people. They always say that, you know, we know things are tough, but we are very confident now that things are moving forward. Amen. Because when you go to part of the country now where there are no schools and schools there and every child goes to school in the morning, you feel hopeful. Yes. I was in Ireland and in 1967, a visionary minister there decided to launch free education, secondary education. He did not wait for cabinet because he knew they were going to ask him, where's the money? 1967 wasn't easy for the Republic of Ireland. It was a tough country. Too many of their citizens were going out. And by the way, their diaspora offers us a rich lesson about how to make sure that you are not only staying connected to a country, but organically making sure that that country prospers. And when I asked them how they managed to do it, they said, we just listened to this minister who came with his bright ideas and he implemented it without talking to cabinet, and all of us here around you today, minister, if it was not because of that decision, we wouldn't have gone to secondary school and universities and wouldn't have been here to talk to you. In other words, they were saying that some of them were from large families of 13 children. So without that free secondary education, they would have just stopped at class 6 or class 7. Just like their grandfathers and their fathers. So free education is a major transformative tool. 10, 20 years, 30 years from now, 100 years from now, generations will look back and say, His Excellency President Julius Maada Bio was a visionary leader. We have to give him the credit because it takes courage to do it. When everyone said the math was not working right. I remember when he came to visit here in the UK, he had an interview on BBC, and people were saying, well, he did not have the numbers. It's not about numbers when you want to make sure that you uplift your people. Just get it done, and leave the other number crunchers to come afterwards. They'll crunch the numbers. We know exactly how much we are spending today on every child. It wasn't necessary at the time. We were campaigning. We just wanted to let the people know where we're going to take them. And because we meant it, we sat down and we figured out the mechanics of how to do it. And we did it. No one's going to take that away from our people anymore. That is a change that is irreversible. And I can tell you, it's going to be the most transformative public policy initiative in the history of our country. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to understand too, that all of you here have singular responsibility to be the architecture that we want for our country. No one can build it for us. All nations that have risen from the ashes were built by the people of those nations. You don't import development. You work for it. And for those of us who lived in the diaspora, like His Excellency here, we know everything about it, the challenges and the opportunities. And the one thing that I've discovered as I talk to other diaspora countries like Ireland and others, or Mexico, they always say that patriotism is not defined by geography. You are not patriotic simply by living in your country. You are patriotic, especially so when you're out of your country and say, my country first. Yes. Today, more than ever before, Sierra Leone needs all of us. All of us without exceptions. Regardless of political persuasion. It is not about political parties. It is not about green, red, or yellow, or multicolor, anything. It is about the Republic of Sierra Leone, a country of 7 million people, rich, but unfortunately, the last 50-something years have not really led us where we wanted to go. We are back to square one in terms of development. And I want all of you to make a commitment to yourselves and to generations after us that that you, as an individual, you will do your own part to change the narrative about our country. That you do your own part to make sure that we put the good building blocks of development and have the right trajectory for our country. We can do it. Just look around. When China was basically under colonial subjugation by the West, it was Chinese exiles who started the march forward. Modern Chinese nationalism is a product of the diaspora. That is just the fact. They went back, they said, we're going to take our country back. And then Mao said that he's going to launch the Great March. Millions of them died. But one thing he said was, never again will the barbarians conquer China. And you know what? The Europeans, the barbarians, are never going to conquer China. That is what inspired them. That we don't want to be subjugated anymore. So what is going to keep us going? It is that inner resolve that we are going to make our country a better place for all. We are going to be that shining light for everyone. That when you talk about innovation and leadership, that Sierra Leone will be known for that. That we'll regain our past glory.